Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Just wanted to, doing this one a little bit early because, of course, I have my interview with Jonathan Twomley at 7 a.m. Pacific. So, want to get our daily news done early. Uh, Lots of stuff going on. It's amazing what happens when you read this and again, trying to interpret this to how it could impact the real estate market. First off, I feel it's shocking to say this, but did you know that the stock market, assuming today doesn't fall apart, is on pace to have its best month since 1974. I I don't know how to take that. We had the jobless claims number come out today, and then we have a total of 30 million people out of work in 5 or 6 weeks. But yet the stock market sees it as the best since 1974. That said, I've been telling you for a long time that it'll get worse before it gets better, and maybe the market is already looking ahead, to better days, and maybe the market clearly thinks the worst is behind us. I just I can't wrap my head around the fact that we're 30 million folks unemployed in 6 weeks, and the stock market had its best month since 1974. But anyway, yeah, it shows how dangerous counterfeiting currency can be. It could be. So that's interesting. Couple of things, on the, I don't know if you're looking for good things. Macy's department store obviously looks to have 60 stores open here in the next 10 days, and 100% of its stores open in 6 weeks. That's a good plan. There's obviously tons of assumption in all of that, but again, this is, we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, I think, with these stay-at-home orders and the like. It is interesting to see what's going on. Hello. Oh, be safe in West Africa. Never been there. Did you hear about Elon Musk yesterday? Obviously, Tesla came out, had a great quarter by every stretch. Certainly did much better than I would have thought. Actually eked out a profit. And then Elon Musk gets on the call and just lays into essentially the California government. He said plenty of nasty things, plenty of swear words, but man, there's a lot of Americans feeling the same way. So I want to applaud Elon for doing that. Again, just a taste of what he said. There you go. Forcefully imprisoning people in their homes. He goes on to say many other nasty things, but I applaud him for saying what he thinks. I think he was speaking his truth, which I can't fault him. Some people would do that and look for a publicity stunt. I don't think that's what he was doing. I don't think he was trying to sugarcoat anything. I don't think he didn't ask for anything. He just voiced his frustration. Now, clearly, he wants his Fremont factory open so he can make cars and satisfy demand and all of that. But I have no doubt that Tesla is going to survive this just fine. But he was really speaking about the people, right? He was basically saying that the cure is or the medicine is worse than the disease. And again, I want to applaud him for doing that. Thank him. He has a voice. He's already gotten people's attention in Washington to kind of respond and basically say, yeah, Elon's right. He is voicing what the Americans think, and we need to balance that. So I thought it was really good. Then going on to other earnings of the day, McDonald's earnings fell 17%. Sales were down 6%. Again, when we see sales down 6% at a behemoth like McDonald's, when there was only 2 or 3 weeks where really demand was impacted, man, I don't think people are paying attention. The consumer has shut their wallets. Again, McDonald's, normal January, normal February, call it 2 weeks normal March, and then suddenly within 15 days, they have sales down 6%. That's hard to do at a company the size of McDonald's. And then earlier, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I put out a note about, hey, who's going to be the first one to kind of crack in the ad space. Facebook nailed it. Alphabet nailed it. Twitter, looks like it was Twitter. And it's interesting because Twitter came out with record numbers, record users, record interaction, all of those things. But what they basically said, so when they announce the earnings, stock goes up. Then they have the conference call, and what they actually said was April is not looking good. I actually believe Twitter. I don't know that I believe Alphabet and Facebook. Alphabet and Facebook both said essentially things are normalizing. Yes, they're trying. Yeah, they're trying to avoid a Great Depression. There is no question, or something worse. But back to Twitter, I think Twitter is actually speaking the truth. And I think what Google and Alphabet are getting credit for is that they said things are normalizing. That's accounting speak for it's not falling anymore. It's not telling you where it's normalizing. If baseline's 100 and it falls to 33, but yet you're ticking around 33, 34, 31, you say things are normalizing as an accountant, you're fine, right? That's technically true. What Twitter is saying is, okay, April's bad, right? At 33, 32, who freaking cares? It's bad. So again, what do I know? Alphabet and Facebook are monsters. They are getting lots and lots of search. People are at home. That's something I didn't appreciate in Alphabet/Google is just the search going on. So that's pretty interesting. And then Facebook, lots of active users, but so did Twitter. Twitter had record interactions and users. But again, they highlighted in their quarter, March 11th through March 31st, 27% decline in ads revenue. 27%. That's, what is that, 20 days, almost 3 weeks? That's rough. And again, I think these are the things that are really happening. But again, back to the consumers, Coach, aka Tapestry, if you didn't know, revenues fell 20%. Again, just look at Twitter. That was essentially 3 weeks, and it fell 20%. Again, normal January, normal February, guys. The consumers' wallets are shut. Qualcomm blew their numbers out, had a great number, but phone sales are expected to drop $30,000. Financing is really tough right now. We'd have to wait. I just got a question about financing for out of country. I've never tried to do that, but I can tell you a lot of financing programs are shut currently. So it's probably going to take a couple of months for things like that to open back up. ServiceNow, I think ServiceNow is one of those companies that is going to do extremely well in this market. ServiceNow is a behemoth. If you don't know who they are, they're essentially a technology platform that allows you to run your business. They are monthly subscriptions. And what I loved about their quarter is they were coming out and saying, you know what, Q1 was great, blah, blah, blah. But keep in mind that the worst of this will be reported in Q2, Q3. Again, I don't know how people are not realizing this, that April is going to be probably the worst ever. May might not be much better. Even if June bounces back a little bit, it's just, I don't understand what's going on. But again, I like ServiceNow. I think they're doing great things. I think there's a few technology companies that just crush it in this environment. ServiceNow, Microsoft. Yeah, there's some some technology companies that allow you to work from home. Pretty cool. F5 Networks was the one I was trying to think of, but was blanking. And then Costco, big news at Costco, which I think is going to become the standard for big box retailers, at least for a couple of quarters, is if you want to shop at Costco, you must wear a mask, regardless of your location. And I think it's this type of company leadership that will become standard, right? Companies aren't waiting. They are making choices. And you as the consumer can decide to shop there or not. And again, if you want to shop at Costco as of May 4th, I believe at any store in the US, you must wear a mask, which I applaud them for taking the leap to do that. They're already doing that with their workers. Yep, JetBlue, you got to wear a mask. Airlines, you have to with all that air circulating. Oh, crazy. But yeah, Costco as of May 4th. So in the end, pretty crazy stuff. I don't know that I actually even said it. Jobless claims came in at 3.8. for a total of 30 million. That's just crazy. So then the last thing, one thing that we're seeing in China that we have to watch for here is public transportation is down. More people are buying cars, right? It was an environment, I've been to China, where public transportation was fairly used, but it's fairly packed. Not what I would call the cleanest by any stretch. But what they're seeing is public transportation is down, and China government is actually incented car purchases. So you're seeing their freeways be jam packed again. But more importantly, this could help automobile sales coming out of this. Just something to think about. At least in California, we don't do a heck of a lot of public transportation, but there could be some things coming for other countries. Oh, absolutely. Companies are putting on the masks to avoid lawsuits. Yes, no question. But again, what you going to do, right? You would probably make that choice as well. It seems to be a simple one to make. So at the end of the day, I want to wish you well. I'm getting ready for my expert interview, which is always fun, with Jonathan Twomley. I'm sure I'll do some other videos today, but let's see what's going on. All right, take care. Thanks for making it, Mike. Take care. Bye.